a lesbian?
I would consider myself lesbian since 12. I dated some people like after 12 that were not females, but they knew that I too like girls.
But were you closeted? You were closeted.
I was a kid in the industry. I was a Hollywood actress. So during that time, especially in the network that I was in, it's not something that, well, actually, not even that. Let me be 100. I was told never to tell who I'm dating because when you tell who you're dating at the time that other people were in charge of my career, it outshines your work because it's messy. And so I was always informed to not let anybody know anything about my personal life. Mysteriousness is the best and all of that, which is, there's a piece of truth to that for sure. But at 12, I knew, well, a little bit younger, I knew it's like, if I marry a man, I'm going to have a house next to me with my girl in it. So let me work hard enough so I can buy two houses and take care of him and her. Honey, what's wrong? I'm a Sag.
Wait,
I'm a Sag.
this is okay. You did a great job
Miranda,
of
what do you feel about now? Because I see you just moved. You okay with that?
Oh yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
yeah.
No.
No, you did a great job of keeping that private because I mean I feel like I'm nosy by nature and I know so many of the same people that we know and people really protected you.
Yeah.
Was it intentional in who you surrounded yourself with that people maintained your privacy?
Maybe subconsciously. I mean, I had a lot of people in the industry that, like you said, knew who I was, and I dated some people that didn't want to come out or say that they're cool. I'm glad you're smiling. So I have to protect those people as well. But I also never thought, I will say this, I dated so many different people. I only brought one
You
boyfriend.
should sound like me.
Sorry.
So the list is so long.
I only bought one boyfriend to an event ever. And then I was like, And then after that, I was like, I broke up with him and started just going 1000% into my true lesbiandom. And then I started to be more open about the people that I was dating. But it wasn't until Miranda to where I brought my partner to work because she came with me to the View. And like, people were in the streets of New York taking pictures and we wouldn't hold hands, but she would be in the picture, like in the back, like this.
There was one time we were walking out of the View and I did not know what was happening because we're holding hands walking out and Raven yells, "I see you." And she drops my hand and then just runs. And I was like, are we running now? Like, what is happening? And then I looked and there was a paparazzi and she was like, And then I kid you not, we're sitting at sushi like a week later. And this is 2016. We're sitting at sushi like a week later and I get a text message from a woman who I know very kind of like peripherally. And I was like, that's random. And I look at the text and it's a Daily Mail article. And it's Raven and I from that moment 2 weeks ago leaving the View. And when I tell you, this is the first time that I had ever been paparazzi'd. This is the first time I've ever been published in any type of photo like this. And I am like
behind the camera.
And I'm like this. And when I tell you, I saw this photo and I was like, oh my God. Like I was so mortified because you can still find it to this day. I actually went and looked at it not that long ago, just for some reason it came up in conversation and I was like, this is horrific. But I remember just like sitting in the sushi restaurant and I was like,